Yeah. So yeah, and I think again, like another common misconception is that people come here illegally to claim benefits, and it isn't illegal to claim asylum without documentation. Um, and yeah, as I've mentioned, people are forced to make these dangerous journeys because there are no safe and legal routes, and that's another thing that we are campaigning on. And yeah, because of the kind of pittance that asylum seekers receive, and that they have no recourse to public funds, we've actually seen cases recently of people who have been placed in hotel accommodation during the pandemic, people dying in accommodation because of malnourishment and because of underlying health problems that have not been attended to because
Yeah,
they're denied access to healthcare.
right.
Yeah, so it's I think that that misconception needs to be addressed.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just I'm actually just feeling a bit emotional when you're talking about this.
Oh,
It's very kind of sad to hear, and good, no, good on you guys, kind of working through this despite some of the awful things you might have seen. What do you think we can do as a community, kind of proactively to improve the situation or to help? Um, yeah, or
um, yeah, so I think it's really important to raise public awareness, and I think so many people are not aware of the conditions in detention, and there have been testimonies of people being smuggled in the middle of the night, shackled, taken into a van, and people are not aware of this. And the Home Office reported that um, self-harm in detention centres has risen from around 313 in 2015 to 474 last year. And there are testimonies of people um, being hospitalized after attempted suicide and then put on a deportation flight the next day. So there's just no humanity in the system. And for just to raise awareness and ask people whether they really think it's acceptable for anyone to be treated in this way.
yeah,
Um, yeah, and you know, it's just shocking. And 58% of these people are asylum seekers. Um, and yeah, it's no wonder they have these mental and physical health problems that are exacerbated under detention. Um, and so I think what we can all do as a community is to definitely raise public awareness, build pressure.
sure.
And I think in terms of like my Instagram campaign,
Yeah,
it would be really amazing like if there are any artists out there who really want to get involved. It can be any kind of form of art, whether it's film, photography, poetry, prose, music, theatre, you name it.
yeah,
Just just anyone, and as long as it's compatible with the Instagram format.
yeah,
Um, so that would be really good. Yeah, and I think especially now during COVID and during lockdown, the arts, it's a real opportunity to make the arts more accessible
yeah,
to a wider group of people. And we've seen that with theatre, like some theatre productions have been put on YouTube for the first time. And
right.
so I think it's a really good like time to spread the word, and it's a really good opportunity to do so.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and also I think there's a lot of crossover with other campaigns and social movements, whether it's anti-racist movements, other human rights organizations, and even mental health awareness campaigns.
yeah.
So, sharing across these platforms to really spread the word. Um, so yeah. I think that's a start. Just spreading the word.
Yeah, we ought to talk about these kind of issues more. I suppose, like you said, one of the things you said was, a lot of people they're just not aware, because it's not on
Yeah,
mainstream media. I mean, we get daily updates on the coronavirus situation, but yeah, no one talks about detention centers, and I for one didn't realize that it's infinite amount of time as well, which is yeah, kind of shocking, really.
yeah,
So yeah, definitely. But yeah, anything you guys do, we'll be more than happy to share with our community as a starting point.
that'd
Uh,
be amazing. Yeah.
but yeah, if you guys kind of plan any kind of future events or petition or anything, just give us a shout. We'll be happy to do our part, even though it's probably a very, very, very small part. Um,
No, yeah, definitely. Thank you.
so what's kind of the future plans with the Hastings Community of Sanctuary and your Instagram page and indefinite detention?
Um, so I think my plans for the Instagram page are just to continue. Um, I mean, there's new things happening all the time and things that, you know, just kind of continuing updating it
Yeah,
with new images. I think I'll also be developing my own style of art and just, seeing how to make it, reach more people as well.
for sure.
Um, yeah, and yeah, I think after the vote on the amendments in June, we're just planning how to, um, you know, reevaluate what we can do to put pressure on the government. Because one thing is that during the pandemic, um, it was a lot of public pressure that caused the government to actually move people into accommodation, into safe accommodation.
Right.
Um, and without that, because in detention centres, obviously people couldn't socially distance
Yeah,
or anything, and were unprotected. So it's really just trying to build public pressure um, to make sure that we can't be ignored, and just yeah, that's what we'll be working on.
keep doing it. You're gonna get there. It's just a matter of time, I think. But yeah, don't give
Yeah,
up.
we hope.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for the chat today. I personally learned a lot. We'll upload this video onto our IGTV as well. Once it's ended, and we'll share the link with you. And yeah, we'll be more than happy to share any, like I said, any campaigns and stuff you guys are doing. So yeah, it's really amazing what you're doing. So yeah,
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
no, definitely anytime, Safwa. Yeah, it's a genuine pleasure to be chatting to you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, you too.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.